Now, we would like to hear a few words from the co-director of the Focolare movement in the Philippines, Mr. Andrew Camilleri.
Thank you very much. Hi, Stan. I'm very happy to hear what you have said. Also, thank you for everyone, also the address that Romain has given, and also all of you, now in a special way. Well, good afternoon to everyone. I was asked to say something about this call to action. So I've prepared some notes, so I'll try to share them with you. I hope you find them interesting and we can put them into practice immediately. As it has been said quite a couple of times, no new city is an instrument of communion and unity, geared towards achieving the prayer of Jesus that all may be one, working on the promotion of harmony among people and every race and creed. Now, how shall we connect our mission, as it has been expressed by so many inputs now at the beginning of this event, and also this new Nova Global International Initiative project? Now, how can we put them together? Well, from my personal experience, New City helps us to translate the ideal that we have received from God as a gift into a very concrete reality of our day-to-day life, which changes. We are seeing during these past 2 years how life has changed so much, either because of the eruption or even because of the pandemic. And so, to help us have a better perspective on this, I would like to mention the 3 essential points that came out during the General Assembly in February 2021. This is a way of connecting with all the world, and even the General Assembly, as you know, was built over so many inputs, over 3,500 inputs from all over the world, not only of single persons, but also of groups of persons. And it's a way to join forces together, as this reality of Nova Global wants to be, no? So we believe that today the actualization of the charism of unity takes place if we allow ourselves to be challenged by the reality in order to love it. This is what the final document says. To this end, we propose to immerse ourselves in the charism and its light by listening to God who speaks to us in the cry of humanity, in the cry of the planet, in the cry of the new generations, as already Romain mentioned earlier. I'll take one by one and maybe give some example on a local level. Listening to the cry of humanity. The current pandemic has exposed many contradictions, we know very well. Although society appears strongly connected, it is unbalanced, both in relationships and between social groups and individuals. Faced with this scenario, we want to respond to the cry of humanity that echoes today in all those who in whatever way are silenced, suffer, are abused, and excluded and seek their dignity. This is just a little bit of a summary of what the document says. But now, on a local level, we can say that the Focolare movement runs several social programs, you know very well. No? There's Bukas Palad, FCTC, Pagasa, and so many others. And besides, we are collaborating also with others, such as Facenda de Esperanza. We realize that there is a great need to act and promote concrete actions on rehabilitation, hospitalization, prisons, and so on. So this would be a place where we can get together, a platform, let's say, where we can get together to work together, to see how we can bring about the message of hope that you spoke about earlier. With regards to the cry of the earth, the document says, very briefly of course, in recent times, we are experiencing unprecedented natural disasters, effect of the global warming and overexploitation of the natural resources. We know that it is the poorest and most disadvantaged who suffer the greatest consequences of this cry of the earth. There is a strong need to shift to an integral ecology. This requires the revision of our lifestyles, both personal and collective. We need to denounce the causes that threaten the planet, our common home. And on this aspect, as you very well know, one of the New City Achievement Award was given to Bishop Jerry from Nueva Ecija, if I pronounce it properly and if I'm correct. No, he is very much involved in the little by little phasing out the energy generation plants that work on coal, and of course generate a lot of global warming effects because of CO2 and so on. No? So why not join him on this project in order to help out? But not only this one, maybe we can brainstorm on other effects in order to help this help alleviate the cry of the earth. The third cry is the one regarding the new generations. Someone said at the beginning, let's link generations. And this is so much in line with what has been required at the beginning. No? Young people in general are challenging our society to build a livable world through their incisive questions and their appeal against injustice and unsustainability. We remember the girl Gerta, no? How much she has worked all over the world. It is a cry that urges us to avoid catastrophic climate change, to overcome inequality and embrace diversity with inclusion instead of exclusion. On this line, we can also help with this close collaboration between FCTC, the Focolare Carpentry Shop Training Center, and New City. Romeo was telling me that there has been a lot of work, trying fundraising in order to help those trainees who were on a program with FCTC, and because of the pandemic, they could not continue, and they needed this help just the same. So we can apply our talents addressing these three cries: the cry of humanity, the cry of the earth, and the cry of the new generations. Like-minded persons, as Romain mentioned in his address, we can say persons with the same passion can get together into small groups in order to find ways of committing themselves and actively participate to build a new and better world. This is nothing new in the opera. Already in 1985, Chiaro spoke in the same way to the Jam Fest of 1985, to the young people, no? So we have to put talents, or let's say passions, together in order to work for this better, a more united world. Of course, love is not complete unless it is concrete. So let us join forces and talents by drawing up concrete projects to alleviate humanity, earth, and the new generations. Any needed funds can be maybe sought through this Nuova Global International Initiative. This is what has just been presented, no? We have now a chance of communicating our ideas on a Padlet app, I believe, no? And your creative input is surely very precious and unique. So don't hesitate. Launch yourself and do your part. Let's do it together in order to bring about a new face of this new city. Thank you very much and good evening.